Hello YouTubers, my name is Keejchen, and welcome to V Rising. This is a new game that just came out into early access, although I will immediately say that this game feels like a complete game already, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit. So I'm gonna be doing a series for you, and we'll start it just from the base here. In this game you play a vampire. I have created my vampire here. Say hello. This is Helena, because I named my character Helena. Well, I didn't name it. I built my character, forgot to name it, and we're playing on like a dedicated online server, so I can't change it right now. Maybe later, but for now, I'm called Helena. In V Rising, then, it's kind of, if you've heard of Valheim, that's the closest game that I can tell you about that will explain how this game works. It has a crafting system. You have to build a base. But if you played Valheim and you didn't enjoy it, then don't worry about it. I struggled with Valheim, but this is much more down to earth, and I feel a lot more interesting. In this game, you also have spells. And I think I forgot to mention that I'm a vampire. No, I didn't mention that, right. So this is a vampire. Every player in this game is a vampire. And all the NPCs are, well, they're food. We're gonna eat them. We're gonna get blood. We are going to get various abilities depending on the blood purity of the characters that we eat, and depending on the type of character that we eat. And there's so many, and that's part of the reason why this game is so interesting. Got all kinds of different spells here, even at the beginning. More on that later. We will be using all of it. I thought I would run the intro cinematic for you real quick, because that's super cool. So I'm gonna throw that in right here, and then we'll be back on this screen in no time. So bear with me. Here we go.
This was ours. We ruled this land. We owned the night. But man rose up against us. We were overthrown. For centuries, hidden away in darkness. Tortured by thirst. Choking down dust. Starving. Until now, our hunt begins again.
And here we are going back into the game. You can't tell me that cinematic wasn't sick as hell, right? And the game, honestly, it just plays really well. It feels so smooth, and usually crafting games are hard for me, but for some reason this game, it doesn't feel like work or grinding when I'm grinding. So that's a major part of the cell for me. So we awaken in this cell after having created our character. Cell or whatever. This is where all the vampires spawn. As you can tell, they've been here for forever, and so now we are rising, and we are going to murder everyone for banishing us, basically. This is my death bag, because I died here. Because if you log off and you not in your coffin, then you will be killed by things. That's just the name of the game. So real quick, this game is being run like on a dedicated server, as I said. So at some point I will be streaming this game, and there will be other people playing with us. We can see here that I already have Jawaffa RPG in my clan, and we are going to try to expand that clan as fast as we can. We've got a few other streamers that are going to join us. I think we're about 5 different streamers now that are going to be doing this together. I wanted to do like a little intro video for you as I start up my play here. But at some point we will, as I said, be streaming, and that'll be with the chat and a lot of people talking. So just be aware that that's going to happen. For now, though, We'll take it slow. This is the tutorial part of the game. So I'm running through here. And now we encounter an enemy, a skeleton. We have a shadow bolt, and we have a blood right. Blood right will block an attack. There. And it deals damage back and triggers a wave. With the triggers a wave of energy dealing magic damage. And also heals me for a bit. I can also basic attack, obviously. And we collect bone. I want to collect all the bone because we're gonna need it later, trust me. And a rat. Here we got a skeleton with a crossbow. And this counterspell is kind of hard to use. See, there I used it incorrectly. Perfect example, Keejchen. When we do the little dash thing is the Veil of Blood. It is kind of the dodge in the game. Hits on spacebar, and then you get a little dash around. If you hit someone while you are in that little mode, we get to heal a little bit as well. And I have now collected 30 bones, so we can claim the first quest. This is sort of like little... these quests here will sort of help you progress through the game. You also get to unlock some things. We have to craft a sword now, so we will go in here and we'll craft a bone sword. Standard stuff. It's being produced in the background there. Later on we will have to build crafting benches and the like. And the sword there, it is automatically equipped, and now we got another skill here. Later on we get higher tier weapons with weapon techniques on it, and I have never seen an ultimate in this game yet, but that sounds super cool. I'm very excited to find that. Tons of spells to unlock. I think of myself as a wizard, of course, as always, so whenever I can, I'll be using my spells. And look at this, here we are walking into the beam of sunlight, and vampires don't like sunlight. You don't get immediately punished, but if you stay in the sun for too long, it will start burning you. You can claim this reward here. Now we need to craft a bone ring. Yeah, we need more bone. Can do. Pick up the rats, pick up everything, basically. We have the inventory here. I don't know if I've shown you this already, but we have. So here, the equipment that we use will be in the hotbar. Kind of an interesting inventory, honestly. I really like how the system here, if you put stuff down here, they won't be in your hotbar, but you see the 1 through 9 numbers up here that correlates to your hotbar. So as long as you put the stuff here, you will be able to use it with the numbers keys, right? I'll be getting some stone here, very cool. Plant fiber might be the only thing that I have noticed we don't really need, because we will need it, but we will get so much. Stone we need. Craft bone guard. So now we're gonna be crafting the basic gear here. Right. Good stuff. This is a container we can open. We can take the stuff inside. Take all. I think there's someone online on the server right now as well. It's not Java for RPG. It's one of the other streamer guys, and I'll be connecting with him later. We're not in his clan right now. Or he's not in mine, I should say. There. It's not much of a challenge here, obviously. We're just in the tutorial area. Not sure what this little shield there means, actually. So I don't have like a shield or anything. Yeah, let's start crafting some more stuff. We did the bone guard, chest guard, I think. Yeah, it's wearing already. And everything that you equip, of course, will be visible on your character. So we're now crafting the bone guard leggings, and boop, there they go. Not that fancy, but I mean, it's the first equipment we're getting. so it's to be expected. And bone. We just need to collect all the bone. So much bone. You don't even know. Grab the stuff in the containers here. Not very special loot. Destroy these things. Most things in the game are destructible too, which is also really cool. Most of the things will respawn again, so that you can farm them later. There. Cool. We can make a vermin cell, that's always nice. We can eat the rats for instant blood. Oh, in fact, I'm not getting blood yet, I suppose. So, obviously you can't drain blood from the skeletons, so... Let's see here. Well, we need animal hide. So we, in fact, we do have to leave the starting area before we can start crafting the rest of the stuff. Okay, let me see if there's anything down this way. We might want to leave the tutorial area. Pick up the rat. We do need the bone, but I mean, there'll be bone later. I see some coffins here, though, that we can open. That we should do. Containers will give the best loot in general, so... for the most amount. Oh man, come on. You gotta time it right with that one. It's nice because it also gives us a heal whenever we trigger it, right? Got him. And it's an AoE. Alright. Let's leave the tutorial area and go out into the world. Later on there will be more advanced forms of movement where we will move faster than this. For now we're just using the dash to get a little bit of speed. Come on, pick it up. A bit of bone, good. Good stuff. Alright, let's pick that thing up. And oh, we got some more friends. Good stuff, good stuff. To get animal hide, we need to kill, well, animals. This is the world map, by the way. It's not randomly generated. This will be the same always, but this is so large. I've only seen this general area here so far, and I played on another server for about 9 hours ish. And so, of course, we'll be starting here. Lots of territory to explore. Let me see here. Jawaffa is over there, so he started in that area. I kind of want to set up a base. Maybe here even, as central as possible is where you want to go. And we were discussing having a communal base for everyone to share. This is a way gate. From here we can teleport. In fact, let's try it. I've never done that before. Oh, wait, no. Oh, and speaking of animal hide. This game has so many different enemy types. Like this one already, you will notice that it feels quite different than the skeletons. And here we go. As you might imagine, wolves have blood inside them, and now my blood pool is filling up. So, that introduces a bunch of new mechanics. This is a blood type creature, because all animals will have that one. Now, depending on the blood quality of that creature, we will get various bonuses. 3 to 15 movement speed if we are in tier 1, which we are because it only had percentage 1. It could go between 1 and 100%, of course. And the way that works is basically just that every enemy will be generated with a number between 1 and 100. Like this one has 9, right? So I want to eat him. Now we're going to get a creature percent 9. Not 10, it doesn't stack, it replaces. Which is important to remember. That goes for every time you drain blood from anyone. It will replace your current blood pool. So now I have more movement speed than I had before because of the higher blood quality. It doesn't show the exact number, but we'll have to trust it, right? Not to mention the animal hide, which we are trying to gather here. I think we would have gotten something already. Yeah, indeed, we can craft those 2 pieces of armor for the quest there. Got him. Oh, I'm not supposed to drink him. So when you are in the feed mode, you can execute enemies, and it can actually be pretty powerful as just a combat move. If you already have them locked down, you might as well just bite their neck off and snap it, basically. We claim the quest. Now we can make bone axes. Bone axes. Oh. Okay. Too slow. Let's see. Percentage 5. So we're not going to eat this guy. We're just going to murderize him. We can do, again, the execute is a nice way because he auto jumps to the guy and then we don't have to like aim the sword or anything. The character will always be punching in the direction that I am holding the cursor, so you can do a lot of like movement in that way. Fine-tuning your combat maneuvers. Yeah, my name is Helena. Right. Don't overthink it. It was a mistake. Oh, 16% is higher than 9. Now right now we're not spending blood, but there are various ways to spend blood, and I can mention one already. We have the blood mend. If I ever take too much damage, I can blood mend myself. It'll start draining my blood pool, but will gain a lot of health back quickly. You have to stand still while doing it, so it's not like something you do in the middle of combat. Then we also have an exposed vein here, which is only for multiplayer. Basically, you're telling another guy, come and drink my blood, and then you will share blood. Which is cool because it both gives him the same creature with percentage type of blood that you have. And if he was like dying from blood loss, then he would be, you know, fixed and healthy. There, good stuff. Now, we made the axe. We need to cut down trees. So with the different weapon types, there's 5 weapon types that I'm aware of. The bone sword will do more damage to vegetation and plant monsters. The bone axe, so the axe in general, will do more damage to wood. And they also have a different attack pattern. So, I mean, for just killing wolves, it doesn't matter if you use the sword or the axe. They do the same amount of damage as long as they're the same level. And with that, we can try different, attack patterns based on your playstyle. I often enjoy the sword because it's like fast jabs wide. I suppose the axe is wider. Not sure which ones I prefer there, but whatever. Find a pine cone early, that's really important for later, when other people join. It's like an inside joke there. Crafting, we will now make a bone mace, another weapon. This one does more damage to minerals, but otherwise, it comes with a different attack pattern, and, I think it also does more damage to rock monsters, which are a thing, yes. So now we have a mace, bone mace, boop, there. Big burly thing. This is the thing that we use to mine stone and other minerals. There's a lot of punching trees and punching rocks in this game, but like I said, it doesn't get invasive or anything. You have to do it a little bit. I'm not sure if this is actually faster, since it seems like I get less from each pile when I hit 2 at a time, but it feels faster just because I'm hitting twice the amount. So there, claim that. Now we can make castle heart and borders. So we have to build a base somewhere. Let me mine some of these blood roses. Very important for later. And I saw a bear over here. Creature level 8. Yeah, we don't have to fight him. In fact, I don't want to. Okay, that didn't. I don't think we can block that kind of attack there. I'm just gonna dodge that guy. And now the sun is up. So there's up here in the right corner, you'll note that there's like a little clock thing. There's a lot of nighttime compared to daytime, which I think is probably good for us vampires. Not sure if what the lore behind that is. It's like a really dark world. When the sun is up, we gotta be chasing shadows. And the shadows in this game are super dynamic and interestingly placed. Sometimes there'll be clouds. This is a cloud here that we're under. And the trees, shadows can be used. So we're moving from shadow to shadow, which means that it's not like a huge penalty, which sounds like a real thing until you realize that in combat, that's going to be way tougher to do, right? So combat in the daytime is usually something you want to avoid, especially against bosses and the like, as you might imagine. So we're headed... where are we going? A base could be built like up here, but I think we should be in the starting area. This looks like a really cool place. Maybe that is the idea. The base that I built in my other playthrough was over here. And that is the largest spot, so I'm not sure why we wouldn't do that again. Oh, someone's shooting at me. Alright. Now we have found a human. A bandit. And so, what's important to understand about the humans compared to animals is that they followed a different rule, basically. Instead of being a creature blood type, they will have a blood type based on their class. So every human can have a different kind of blood type. So rogues, for example, you'd note that the creature type before gave us movement speed as the first thing. The rogue type gives me critical chance on weapon attacks. Now I just took him because to show you, but he has a 3% blood quality, so he was trash, basically worthless. We gotta find some better ones. I particularly enjoy the brute class, which gives us lifesteal on basic attacks. That's super useful. But we're heading north to deploy a base. It could be here, honestly. That might not be bad. Maybe this area there might be interesting. I think this castle thing is actually like an enemy area. Oh, here's a rock golem. Stone golem. We are not going to fight him right now. Here is a poacher with 9%. So again, that's a new class that we haven't seen yet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, abort. Yeah, we're not fighting that thing for obvious reasons. There we go. Alright, we get to show off the healing mechanic then. Cool. Did I break away from it? Yes. So, now I've taken damage. So then we go in and say Bloodman. There. The black bar is my maximum health, but we are moving that up right now. You can only increase your maximum health outside of combat. If we were locked in combat, I would not be allowed to heal beyond the black part there. Now we're allowed to heal the whole thing, the blue being my active health. Okay, that spent an amount of my blood, but since we're dedicated to replacing this 3% rogue anyway, it doesn't really matter. What do you have? 4% creature? Here we are finding an enemy camp. Here's an example of an enemy play area. So bandit trap camp, and it shows us what kind of important loot we might be finding in that area, which is super useful for later on when we want to grind some stuff. Most of the grinding is actually done through combat, and the combat is fun, like 90% of the time at least. So it's just the best kind of crafting game that I've ever played. And it's mega cool being a vampire. I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to be a vampire? And we don't glitter in the sunlight or anything. This is a treant. We're finding all the interesting enemies early on here. Alright. Here's a nice copper deposit for later. Oh, and a bear. Alright. Creature percent 1. Nope. Let us jump down here. What about you? 7% creature. Sure. But the deer, of course, can be tricky to catch. Here's a little group of enemies. They are hurt. There's a 13% rogue there. See, now we're talking. This guy is dangerous, but I think I can do this. Maybe I can't. This is not the one I want to capture, so we can kill him. This guy's stealthing around. God damn it, he stuns me to execute him. And then, Mr. 13%. We gotta wait for the feed to recharge. There it goes. Mine, all mine. Cool. And I think we found something special there. Oh yeah, we found an upgraded axe. Early on. Alright, I mean, it's something that we can craft quite soon, but just having it now means that we will be stronger. Gear level is an interesting concept in this game. It's basically your level. It's based on your gear, whatever gear you might find and hold. And your damage then is based on your gear level contra the unit level you are trying to attack. So it really only matters, like, and other than that, the gear level, let's see here, it does physical power percentage, sure, or yeah, not percentage, I suppose, but then you examine something like the pants, which beyond the gear level also gives us maximum health, right? So they have some different overlapping mechanics, but mostly it's the number versus the number that is determining our damage. More blood roses. Where are we? We are in the area that I was going to build in, I think. Like this area here. There's a tree hunt. Okay. I think this is a decent enough base area. Poacher 9, creature 8. Let us examine the upstairs location here. And it's nighttime now, so now we can run around freely. Oh, look at that! Someone's already living here. Alright, I wasn't the first one with that idea. This is Felix. Oh, okay. Interesting. We might just join Felix. He's built a few things already. Oh, creature 41%. See, now we're talking. They are entirely random, but of course, higher numbers are harder to find or more rare. So it's not like an even spread of probability. I have seen a few 100%, but very few. And now, we are going to be a creature 41%. So, that gives us movement speed and increased sun resistance rating, which is useless. Not useless, what I'm saying, useful. I've tried to avoid the sun anyway, but yeah, that's nice. The movement speed really is why I like the creature one, because then while we are exploring here, we'll be moving faster. So, can I interact with his castle heart to access my quest here? Construct and interact. How to access castle heart. Oh, he is not in my clan yet. That's right. I wonder what happens. Because there is PvP enabled, so I think I could like steal it for something. This might break it. I'm not sure. Oh, then we can steal his enemy, the enemy castle here. Huh. Alright. Kind of interesting that we had the same thought of building the initial base here. We were talking, like I said, about having a communal base that everyone shares. Ooh, a paper. Okay. I wonder, can I build my thing down here? Fair area. Blocked by environment, road. Okay, in here then. Yeah, I'll make a little outpost down here. Well, now I'm kind of regretting it. Can we dismantle it? Yeah. Oh, 81% creature here. Alright, now we're talking. Now don't kill him. There. Awesome. That's a rare find. That gives us damage reduction as well. Sweet. And the two last tiers there are almost impossible to get. But of course, amazing if you can. And you just need to hit, I think it's above 90% you get the tier 4 one. And then 100% you will get the 5 one. Which again, I've seen it. But like it's it's less than 1 in 100. So what I was thinking then, if we are having... a communal base here, what I would want is a respawn point in a different location as well. So now we're going to travel elsewhere. Oh boy. And I'd like to get wolf form in this episode for you here before we end. Oh, I suppose not. Have we spent 30 minutes already? Damn. Alright, so 30-minute episodes was the idea, and that means I've shown you more or less the introduction to the game. So we'll continue to play a little bit here just solo. Next episode I'll be building in a small outpost and trying to complete the rest of these small quests here, get us a bit further. But for now, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed V Rising, the intro, and see you soon. Bye bye.